Pessimism is a state of mind where everything seems negative. You may feel like you can't do anything right, that the world is out to get you, or that you're just not good enough. This way of thinking can be debilitating and keep you from reaching your goals. If you want to start living a happier and more productive life, it's time to start changing your pessimistic ways. 1. Face your fears and insecurities. When it comes to our fears and insecurities, most of us would rather keep them hidden away. We don't like to think about them because it only makes us feel vulnerable. But what if we could face our fears and insecurities head on and, by doing so, become more optimistic? If we cannot accept the fact that we have fears and insecurities, we won't be able to overcome them. It is crucial to admit that we have fears and insecurities. You can do this by writing down your fears and insecurities. Once you have done that, you need to list all the ways that you can face these fears and insecurities. This will help you to overcome them. If you want to be optimistic, you should think positive thoughts. Think of things that you are grateful for. You can also think about something that you are looking forward to in the future. This will help you to feel more optimistic. 2. Find the real reason why you are feeling pessimistic. Are you tired of feeling pessimistic? Are you feeling down and out all the time for no reason? If so, it's time to find out the real reasons why you feel pessimistic. Once you know the root of the problem, you can stop being pessimistic altogether. One common reason people feel pessimistic is that they're not living their life per their values. It's important to live your life under your values. If you don't, you will constantly be feeling negative. You can't expect to feel happy and positive if you aren't living your life by your values. Another reason people feel pessimistic is that they don't have goals. They don't know where they're going in life. If you don't have goals, you'll never know what you want to accomplish in life. You need to set goals for yourself. You can choose any purpose you wish to, but you should ensure that it's something you want to do. You need to know what you want to do. You need to have a plan. You need to know where you want to go. 3. Remove negative people from your life. There are people in your life who are always negative and pessimistic. These people can drag you down and make you feel bad about yourself. If you want to be happy, you need to get rid of these negative people. It's not easy, but it's worth it. Negative people are always critical, and they never have anything good to say. They always focus on the negative, never seeing the good in things. When you are around these people, you will feel bad and depressed. You will always think about them. If you don't want to feel this way, you need to eliminate them. You don't need to talk to them or even see them. You just need to ignore them and stay away from them. Try to be positive. If you are constantly negative, you will attract more negativity. You need to try to be positive. Positive people are always optimistic. They see the best in things. They are always optimistic, and they never let a day go by without being happy. 4. Learn to manage your emotions. Pessimism can be a complex emotion to manage. It can frequently lead to negative thoughts, which can lead to depression. It is important to learn how to manage your emotions and stay positive to stop pessimism. There are several ways that you can do this. One way is to practice self-compassion. When you feel down, be kind to yourself and understand that everyone has off days. It doesn't mean that you are any less a person. It just means that you are human. The more you focus on how you are good and kind, the better you will feel. Another way to combat pessimistic emotions is to make sure that you take healthy actions. Eat a healthy diet and get a good amount of sleep. Exercise regularly. Try to get into the habit of doing these things regularly to be less likely to make poor choices when you are feeling down. 5. Take control of your thoughts. To stop being pessimistic, you have to take control of your thoughts. Don't let negative thoughts or situations bring you down. Instead, take some time to reflect on what's going on and think of ways to improve things. Be proactive, optimistic about the future. It may be challenging at first, but with practice, you'll be able to change your outlook on life and become a more positive person. You should always look on the bright side of life. There will be hard times in life, but you shouldn't let them get you down. It's essential to remain upbeat. If you do, you can overcome any problems that come your way. You should always try to see the good in everything and everyone. Look for the best in people and situations. Don't let your troubles get you down. You have to stay positive. You may have heard people say that happiness is a choice. It's true. You can choose to be happy. But it takes effort. You have to put in the work. 6. Change your perspective. To be content and have a positive outlook on life, you need to change your perspective. You must stop being pessimistic and look at the good in every situation. You may be asking yourself, how can I do that when bad things keep happening to me? Well, the truth is, You can't force yourself to be positive all of the time. But, you can make a conscious effort to change your perspective, and eventually, it will become a habit. The first step is to decide to be optimistic. If you choose, you will have to stop thinking about the negative aspects of your life. You must also stop thinking about the things that are not going well. This means that you need to start looking for the good things in life. It's hard to do this, but you have to try. If you really want to be happy, you have to learn how to look for the good things in every situation. Look for the silver lining. Look for what you can learn from each case. If you find a way to see the positive side of things, you will be happier. 7. Accept your limitations. It is essential to know your limitations and not be pessimistic about success. Acknowledge your weaknesses and then put in the work to improve on them. Do not dwell on what you cannot do, but focus on what you can do. Embrace your strengths and use them to your advantage. Remain positive and optimistic, and remember that success is within reach if you are willing to work for it. No one is perfect, and everyone has their flaws. This is especially true when it comes to our personalities. For example, some people may be pessimistic by nature and struggle to see the good in any situation. While this personality trait can be frustrating, knowing your limitations and working on your weaknesses are important. To stop being pessimistic, you need to understand why you are this way. 8. Try to face your fears. Many things in life can hold us back from achieving our goals. Fear is often one of the biggest culprits. It can keep us from doing things we want to do or pursuing our dreams. There is perhaps no greater enemy than pessimism when it comes to fear. Pessimism can convince us that we are powerless to change our circumstances and bleak future. This can keep us stuck in a cycle of fear and inaction. Fear is one of the most powerful emotions a person can experience. It can be paralyzing and overwhelming, preventing us from doing what we want to do or achieving our goals. Fear can also keep us trapped in a cycle of pessimism, preventing us from seeing the best in ourselves and life. However, we can break out of this vicious cycle by being optimistic. To do that, we must decide to stop letting our fears control us. We can do this by changing the way we think. We tend to focus on the worst possible outcome when we are afraid. But, when we are optimistic, we tend to look for the best result. 9. Set some goals. It is crucial to find your purpose to be content in life. A lot of people find this by looking for their passion. Once they find their passion, they can focus on what makes them happy and how they can use their talents to make a difference in the world. This is a much more positive way to live than being pessimistic. You should think about your future. What will you do in the next 5 years? What will you do when you retire? If you want to be happy, you should be thinking about these things. It's important to have a plan for your future to avoid getting lost in the moment. You should also be thinking about your past. What did you learn from your experiences? What are you grateful for? It is important to remember that no matter what happens in life, we always have a choice. We can always choose to be happy or unhappy. 10. Find your passion and pursue it. Stop being pessimistic and find your passion. You have to find something that you're excited to wake up for every day. It can be anything from your job, a hobby, or a cause that you care about. Once you find it, don't let anyone take that away from you. Cherish it and make the most of it because life is too short to be anything else. Don't give up on yourself when trying to do something new. Even if you fail, it's essential to learn from your mistakes. If you keep trying, you'll eventually succeed. The only person who can stop you from accomplishing your goals is you. In conclusion, by following these 10 tips, you can be more positive in your life. This can lead to a more joyful and fulfilling existence and improved relationships with others. Pessimism can be a tough habit to break, but it is worth the effort. So what are you waiting for? Get started today.